Alright, and we should be live. So, it's pretty straightforward what we're going to do today. We are going to start, well, we still have a few straggling things on the old world eater that we need to tear apart. Hey, Kiwi. But we will sort of take care of that today. That shouldn't take much more than 20 minutes. And then we can get into building the actual world eater. So we still need to take care of like those. But as I said, that shouldn't take long. How have you been, Kiwi? Are you feeling alright? That's not what we wanted. Hey, JC Strike. Welcome. Oh, that's the crown. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I actually didn't think mods could get them. Huh. No, you didn't. I kind of got sort of. I had a relapse in my sickness, or like I caught a virus not long ago. It wasn't. Well, it was pretty bad, but like no hospital visits. But like got pretty sick, and I think I was pushing it a couple of days ago, and I was like my mum came to visit, and we decided to go for a walk. And while it was nice and everything the day, like my fever just spiked the day afterwards, so I realized I might have made a mistake, you know. Your vacation is almost over? No. Well, I feel a lot better now. I still have a little bit of a fever, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It probably just means that I'll make the stream today sort of short, and the stream tomorrow sort of short, but I do plan on streaming both days. How long have you had vacation though? Or how long does South Africa keep vacation up? Like in Denmark, it's almost I think 3 months of vacation students have. If you go to hey Kiwi, Pickle, and Herobrine, welcome. Welcome, guys. How are you, all of you? We're just cleaning up the last bits of the old world eater here so we can start building the new one. Why would they do that? Pickle. Pardon? And what makes you say it? Say it. Oh yeah, here, Brian. I made a ow. I made some emotes for you to use. I think they should be uploaded now. I think you have some custom emotes since you asked for them. But do bear in mind they were made with a adult brain. Right. I was quite sick while making them, so they're definitely not my best work. I'll probably redo them at some point, but well. Really? You can get McDonald's for less than $1 in wherever you live? No way. Like they actually in Denmark they had to cut the advertisement coin offer because there's no coin that is big enough for the smallest coin offer, which is kind of wild. I remember a time when I was younger and dumber when a cheeseburger cost 10 crowns, right? Which is about 1.15 dollars, in that area anyway. But now it's like 16, maybe 18 crowns, which is like $2.20-ish for a cheeseburger, which kind of sucks. Yeah, isn't it? That's actually the emote I was the most happy with, the heart one. I think I made an angry one. Yeah, there we go. There they are. Wait, didn't I make 5? I thought I made 5. Huh. I don't know, man. It's not my best work for sure, but they're not awful. Oh, Jesus Christ, really? Oh, I suppose the wages in your country must be quite low then. Or the living expenses, I don't know. Clearing... well, that's a good question, JC. That's a very good question. Still quite far. I don't know. So... personally, I would probably use the laughing when something is funny, the angry when I don't know I do something that you disagree with, the heart when I do something you like, and the face palm when I'm being a dumbass, I suppose. I think that's fair, isn't it? But honestly, JC, I have no idea. We're just gonna have to start building the thing and then hope that it's gonna work out. I'm getting there for sure, and hopefully with the world eater in place. Yeah, you could use words, but like I think Hereby made a good point where I don't actually have anything to offer members, right? I don't have anything in... That's not quite what I wanted to see. Why is that like this? We might quickly just run over to the... Wait, or did I? I actually try to go live about every day. It's there. I try to go live every day, but lately I've had a lot of stuff going on. Every day but Tuesdays are usually. At least that's the goal, but I haven't been very consistent as of late, I will admit. Hey, sorry, gaming guy. I don't actually have Twitch chat open right now. I just thought about opening it, but give me a second. I'll open it right up here. There we go. I'm so sorry you wrote so many messages. I'm really sorry, man. I'm really sorry. Yeah, he is. I'm so ashamed. So sorry, man. Uh, huh? Why did it move over there? Excuse you? Oh, wait. That's better. Fly over and make sure that it lines up with this. I'm better than I were last time I streamed, but I still have a fever. But I'll just keep the stream short today, maximum 2 hours. Try and keep me to that, because I don't know, maybe there's something where I kind of want to continue, you know. Hole, right? I'd forgotten about that. So now we just need to build this thing. Not rebuild, because the old TNT World Eater that we had were a version that didn't work. So essentially, I'm not going to be rebuilding it, I'm going to be making a new one essentially. But let's just take off the shaders so we can actually see the blocks that aren't needed here. Well, it's actually no, I didn't modify it. That would require that I have the the necessary skills and knowledge, and I definitely do not. Why is the schematic being a pain? I definitely do not have the necessary expertise, let's say, to build a thing like this, but I most certainly can follow our schematic. There we go. So there are 2 versions that are currently working in Minecraft, at least that I could find, that consistently works on Java Edition. One was the first one we built. Oh yeah, well, you go ahead and build a World Eater from scratch, Pickle. Do that, and I'll be impressed. There are 2 versions that consistently work, but I see most hardcore YouTubers actually using this one. The other one was just cheaper and less complex than this. So I was sort of hoping that I could like not have to use this one. Alright, let's see what we're missing here. Oh wow, we're still missing quite a bit of stuff. Okay. I guess we'll just have to fill these up. No, they don't. Bedrock doesn't have a TNT duping mechanic. Which kind of sucks, I will admit. Like, I would be quite upset about that if I were a Bedrock player. I would, that would kind of suck, not gonna lie. Hey, Clips, welcome. Hey, Julie, welcome. Well, in that case, just for you here, we're going. Yeah, it looks weird without. Oh, really? Nice. It does look nicer with the shaders, doesn't it? Well, some of the builds we did spend 3 months coming up with, so don't feel too bad about it. So I'm pretty. Do I want to sort this so that we have like only slime in one chest and all the other stuff in another? So if we pop slime in here, grab all of this, pop that in here. Because just this way it's going to be a lot easier to keep track of where things are. We're also going to make this into a slime chest. What's in this? Nothing. Okay, we're going to put all the... pardon? I'm having trouble keeping up here, guys. What are you talking about? Slime. In here. Okay, so I need pretty much 3 shulkers of slime. So let's just grab an additional shulker. We're just doing a little bit of sorting just to make it a lot easier, sort of figuring out how much we have. Okay, we're gonna take that shulker out and put that over here. Okay, so we're gonna need a wee bit. I tried making a TNT machine in Bedrock and realized the redstone trail would ignite the TNT. Yeah, so like you can't make a TNT duper in Bedrock. It's just not possible. Oh, it looks so good. I love this world. Jesus Christ. You can't make a TNT duper in Bedrock. Which I guess sort of sucks depending on like your out view on it, but And this, I actually really love this. Why does Herobrine have a start? What do you mean? So the crowns is a new experimental feature that YouTube put in. And I have opened up for experimental features. So the crown are like the one who has the most experience in the chat at the current live stream, and the experience is gathered through donations, chat, just regular chat messages, and memberships. That's how you get like experience from in the chat, just by sending messages. Yeah, exactly. Like sending live chats, and then but look at this in a second, right? I actually really love this design. It's so amazing. Do I need to produce, or are we good on this? We're good on this. No. It's not pay to win, because like as you can see, Kiwi, for an example, is first right now, and he hasn't paid. He's just a mod like you, and you are on free. The star is membership. Yeah. Oh, how did one get out? How did one get out? Hello. I did not sign up for having slime getting out here. Oh, I still haven't fixed the euphoria. I forgot about that. Oh, my shaders are so bad right now. I think I have to recalibrate everything soonish. But like, I really like this design for a slime farm. Of course, it is a little bit expensive in the sense that you have to be pretty far in. All right, see you later, fishy. I think you just go to my page and then click become a member. I mean, I'm really not gonna advertise how you become. This wait, let's do this here. So if there you go. Right. So what you do, you just here on the YouTube, and then likely it says, now this is the Danish version of it, right? It says become a member, there, or something like it. At least on the desktop version. I don't know. How about just the YouTube homepage? It's such an efficient design. I don't understand how it is this good. This good and this easy to make. Do we have a music disc in here? No. Oh well. We need enough to fill up an entire shulker box, so we need quite a bit of slime here. No, YouTube. It would be on the YouTube page, I reckon. You played Minecraft and build a house? Nice. Are you happy with your house? I think that's sort of the most important thing. You're very cute. You're very cute. Well, it was actually just sort of a video log, to be honest, JC. I wanted to record my gameplay and figure out why I died, right? So I would be able to like sit down and really take a look at all the reasons why I died in my hardcore worlds. I think you can just do it on stream, Eclipse. It should be right there. Yeah, Julie, it is pretty rough at night. It is pretty rough at night, especially in the early game. But I wanted it pretty much just to be a video log so I could sit down and analyze how I died and why I didn't make it through whatever I did and what I should have done differently. And figure it could also Like I had no aspiration of like getting a bunch of viewers. But then suddenly a few people joined in. Sermo, Aaron Redman, Pickle, and a few others. Jericho, the list goes on. Hero Brian, or as he was known back then, Green. There was also Blues, Kiwi, and a bunch of people sort of started following me. And I remember I hit 50 subscribers, which I honestly never really thought I was going to, because it was just, I was just doing it for fun, right? No, you're more than welcome to ask, Julie. So the way you get to hell is you make a nether portal. Alright, one of these. I have one in here. Obsidian. You need a diamond pickaxe for that to acquire this stuff. And you essentially build it 3 tall, 2 wide, and then you get a flint and steel. Yeah, exactly. And then you get a flint and steel and light it, right? Use a flint and steel in the middle of the portal. And then you light it up. But hell is... You should definitely stay out of hell if you're not sort of ready for it. No. Well, you should definitely try and stay out of hell too. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I would also highly recommend to all of you watching. I'm not gonna say that there is hell. I won't make any religious arguments, but if there is, try and stay out of it. Thank you, I appreciate it, JC. I was lagging so hard that your mic lagged? Jeez. Alright, let's see, how much slime do we have now? I suppose we could also check the passive slime farm. To see whether or not that has gathered any interest. Actually, I don't think there is. This is 126,000 slime an hour. There are faster designs, but they all require a perimeter. This is the fastest you get without making a perimeter for it. And like, look at it, there's so much in there. Oh well, we got down here, I suppose. Like, you get a lot of this way. It's a super efficient design. For it being non-perimeter sized. I could make more of this one, like I could just make another one on the back of it, but you might have seen faster machines, but or well, you can also get one that is a little bit faster. I think you can get up to 160,000 slime an hour with a 10-layer slime farm in a swamp. But I'm not quite in for all that work, because that's going to require Something akin to 6 or 7 shulker boxes of brown mushrooms, and I don't want it. And I don't want to do... Nah, don't worry about it, Julie. Don't worry about it. But let's turn this thing off. Let's try and turn that thing off. Nice, and this. So this just stops the potion getting thrown at them. Because now I can leave without losing all of my potions. So we'll just grab the last remaining slime here. And then I'm gonna count on the fact that the passive slime farm we have, the very old slime farm, will have produced enough to cover the rest. Because I have been flying back and forth and over my world quite a bit lately, so... I would prefer it if we could keep the chat in English. It would also feel sort of odd if I just started speaking Danish, wouldn't it? Well, that was a very disappointing amount of slime. Though it is coming in pretty fast. What the hell? Ah, right. Only that amount. Fine. This room? Well, we made it not that long ago actually when we were preparing for the first World Eater, because I wanted to we used to have the entrance to the slime farm over here. Right there, I think. No, right here. But I decided I would rather have sort of a more hidden one instead of like just a cobblestone chute coming out. Supreme Leader. I'm not sure how I feel about that title, to be honest. Alright, let's see whether or not that is enough slime. I'm still 7 stacks short. Well, I suppose we'll have to go back to the slime farm and get a wee bit more. Though, I think we're first gonna fly by the... Pink is an actual overrated color. I don't know, at least I don't see a lot of people who rate pink very highly, so. How many shulker boxes do I have? A lot. Like I grinded out 100 or so for when we were building the dragon, because I needed a bunch of glass panes. Oh, and I grinded out 100. Oh, way more than 100. Like 700 shulker boxes for the gold farm. Oh, you probably haven't seen that, JC. I'll show you the gold farm real quick. I think pink is a pretty good color in relation to other colors. So I have this right here, which is my massive gold farm. And we have a bunch of shulkers in these. Wait, so how many do I have, roughly speaking? So there's 56, 100, 150, 250, 350, 450, 600. About 600 shulkers, and then all of the hopper lines down here are filled too. So about 700 shulkers. In there, and then we have a couple of double chests back home. Pink, cyan, and white are like the best combinations. I don't know, I think if we're talking like 3 color combinations, I quite like blue, yellow, green. Why am I here? We need to go to the slime farm. Alright, I see, Kiwi, I see. It took me a moment to realize what you meant, but now, I do now. It would take to build the gold farm? That was actually surprisingly quick. I think I I think it took roughly 10 to 12 hours from start to finish. And that's only because I needed like a obsidian farm to make it, because it's 43,000 obsidian or something like that, and I wasn't gonna mine that. So I think it took about 10 to 12 hours to build it. It wasn't actually too bad, with gathering materials and building other machines for it. Pink and yellow. But what is my favorite 3 color combination? Never thought about it. It would probably be 3 shades of the same color, just slight variations. How many machines have I built in this world? Alright. Well, do you count iron farms? Like, would that count as a machine? But I suppose we have that one. But that is actually 3 machines in one, because that's the slime farm, an auto brewer and an auto brewer, so that's 3. We have the cactus farm, the pumpkin farm, the mud farm, which I never use, the honey farm, the snow farm. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rail farm. 10 wood farm. 11 bone meal farm. That's also, there's the nether wood farm over here, which also consists of 3. So 11 bone meal farm, 12 netherwood farm, or shroomlight farm, whatever you want to call it. Then there's the mushrooms that feed into the machines that I use to place down, which is what, 13. We then have, oh right, this one, concrete converter, 14. Mushroom stem farm, 15. Another bone meal farm, 15. This is actually 2 machines in one. It is a basalt and a cobblestone generator, so 16, 17. We have another bone meal farm down here, so 17. Oh wait, no, 18. And another one here, 19. I'm just gonna try and stay here and see how long the camera can get us. Or how far the camera can get us. Nice. We have the iron farm, which is number 20. Hey, also. We have the slime farm in here, which is 21. We have the bamboo farm in here, which is 22. Sugarcane in here, which is 23. We have the wool farms down here. I'm gonna count that as one, considering it's the same system. 24. A glow lichen, 25. We then have in the nether, we have the bartering farm, 26. We have the gold farm, 27. We have a honey farm, 28. We have a... what's it called? Well, wither skeleton farm, 30. We have a froglight farm, 31. We have 2 sand dupers, that's 31 and 2. We have a... we still have the obsidian farm, or we need to... yeah, for sure, obsidian farm, 33. We have the shulker farm, although I don't think that works anymore, but we'll count it, 34. Yeah, the skull looks really nice, doesn't it? Do I have any more? I think we have 34. Oh wait, the otter smelter, 35. Right? Oh wait, we have the horse racetrack too, I guess. 36. Well, like I have a vague goal in my world that I should have a farm for pretty much every block, so I can just build without a care in the world. Yeah, isn't it? Again, I also made that one while sick, but... that sucks also. I'm sorry I didn't say hi. I was counting farm. So 36 farms, I suppose. I might have forgotten some. Have I forgotten some? Nah. Aww. Aww. I thought you were calling me cute for a second, and then turns out you're just calling my character cute. At first I was almost blushing, and now I'm just disappointed. Aww. Well, I suppose just oh no, a slime has escaped. Yeah, you did well on falling down and hitting yourself on the ground, didn't you? Alright, let's clean out the chests, see whether or not we get about 7 stacks of goodies. I would like to have a little bit more than 7 stacks. 9 would be perfect. Ah, we have more. Nice. Alright, that means we can turn this thing off. Thank you, Kiwi. I appreciate it. Hey, Faded Skies! Damn! It's been a while, man. How have you been? How have you been? Well, I mean, you guys are making me blush. Why do I have a wholesome community? It's funny, like, some streamers have, like, super toxic communities, and I feel like I have a super wholesome one. Alright, that should be all of the slime that I require, right? Yes, slime acquired. Nice. Okay, let's just take all of these out, and put them over here. But how have you been? You been good? How's the mine? Well, I'll show you. How about that? I'll just quickly sort this in. I'm having some trouble with my shaders though, which is lagging me out. I updated some of the mods and they really aren't happy about that because my frames are tanking like hell. But we'll try and run through it on the. So when was the last time you joined, Fadis guys? I feel like it's a wee while ago. But we were done with the dragon back then, weren't we? The last time you were here. The durability on my Elytra? Oh, it's just fine. It's just fine. Wasn't 2024 last time? No way. That's... Well, in that case, let me show you the finished version. We managed to get him in quite nicely, I think. Surrounding the floating island, of course. Though I must admit, I almost lost my damn sanity doing it. Like, I kid not, glass panes, worst thing ever. Yeah, it does look pretty good, doesn't it? I'm pretty happy with it. Up here we have the the Monument of Valuables. I'm sort of doing a big project, and I just gathered up all of the diamonds and stuff that we get from clearing out the area. And I think I can finally make a diamond beacon once we mine that out. At least it's pretty large. We added in another section to the village. Which is this over here, which is supposed to be sort of a fishing part of the village. It's less vibrant and more worn down. As I sort of imagine a fishing village would be a fishing part. So this is sort of a poorer district. They still live quite nicely, and they live underneath this giant tree. There's a small marketplace up here where they sell fish and stuff. A couple of fishing boats out in the water. And that horse is supposed to be there, but I suppose they pushed it out somewhere. We made a small guardian farm. Nothing too large, because I needed a bunch of needed a bunch of sea lanterns for the build I'm doing over here, which is taking up the last... Wait, where did my day counter go? Hold on. Have the day counter not been there all day? Wait, pardon? Why does this... There we go. Alright, so we have the we've pretty much spent the last 600 and a lot of days here. Preparing this perimeter. Like, we had to clear out a bunch of water. Because we are making the biggest build of the world so far here. And we spent a lot of time trying to figure out what world year would work, and I actually built one that didn't work, which really sucked. So now we're preparing to build this one here. Sort of trying to gather up all the resources necessary. And how about I show you what we're going to be building there, because I have built it in the design world like we did with the dragon. Because the new thing here is going to be our new base, and also well, by far the biggest build that we have ever made, and we have it right here. I know it's lagging the hell out right now, which is because of the messed up mods, and also because I used a little bit of excessive amount of glass. But this is going to be the build that we're going to be building in the area that we're currently clearing out. This huge kraken here, which is going to come out. It's going to function as both our guardian farm and as our new base. So I'll just try and get in there through the lag, though it is pretty Can I just get it to drop, please? No? Well, I'll just have to fly down. This is a slideshow! Please! Well, as much of a slideshow as this is, it's pretty darn difficult to move around. But this is going to be our new base. Which is the inside of the Kraken. But considering how much of a slideshow it is today, I'm just gonna continue working on the on moving on this further. Yeah, it does look pretty amazing, doesn't it? Right, so let's just get the materials list on. We're gonna ignore that. Yeah, there's a lot of lag. Now, half of that lag is the fact that the wait, hold on. I've lost Twitch chat. There we go. Well, we're pretty far. I have considered making like a 2000 days video and even a 1000 day video, but meh. I just found a guy who's willing to edit, and we're sort of making the this into a series, and we're starting from day one. So we're slowly releasing a couple of videos on that. And when we get to 1,000 days, I think we'll probably make a video that is that takes into account all of it. Oh, thank you. Frames are back. Okay. But until then, we'll sort of be quiet about it. Okay, so I want to move all the pistons that I currently have into one chest, so I can see how many more I actually need to make. We need to get almost an entire full shulker box more. Oh, that's kind of rough. That's kind of rough. That's not gonna go there. Here. So we are going to need a bunch more pistons. So if I make a bunch of iron here, and we grab, we're gonna have to go to FK. Oh wait, we have the witch farm too. 37 farms. Haha. We're gonna have to go FK by the witch farm for a while, I think, because we also need a lot more observers than I currently have. We also need a lot more sticky pistons than I currently have. Oh my. Wait, which direction? Alright, this direction. At least that means I get time to just sit down and chat a little bit with you guys, which is pretty good fun. We are not going to gather the yellow concrete, like that part. We don't need it, but the rest we do. Get all the way up. Stand right here. And I suppose we should be able to have shaders on here. Oh, my frames are still dropping. What the hell? Oh. Thank you, Faded. Oh, shit. I have not prepared myself for donations or memberships at all. Thank you. First of all, thank you, of course. Thank you so much. I'll go make myself a cup of coffee. Really, I really do thank you. I'm not used to this. I really do appreciate it, even if I don't quite know how to react. Of course, man. But you really don't need to donate for a world tour. I'm happy. Look, I'm proud and happy to show off my world. I really do appreciate it. Look, I do pretty well at my job. I have no need for money, so I usually say when people ask if they should donate or not, I usually just say don't, um, because I'd actually rather that you guys buy an ice cream. But of course, I do appreciate the free money. I really do. It's always it's flattering to a degree I've never really come across before. I suppose this is what it's like being a girl in the club and having someone buy a beer for you. Uh, but um, hmm, damn, thank you. Uh, um, no, it's we're pretty much just gonna be sitting here watching the witch farm run for a wee while because we need a bunch of redstone. I I really don't know how to handle that for this guy, but again, thank you. Um, uh, what sort of? All right, all right. I'm gonna whip out the good coffee. Just I have this instant coffee, and I know instant coffee isn't great coffee. I know. Uh, but I have this instant coffee called cookie dough coffee, and it tastes pretty much just like cookie dough. But it's coffee. And I only bring it out on special occasions because I sort of grew addicted to it for a wee while. Because like there was a like weird shop in Germany where when I used to live there that sold it, and it was like right next to my home. Uh, and I ended up like drinking like a full glass of that in one day. First of all, I thought my heart was gonna explode. Um, but then I decided to dial back, of course. So that meant I only like drank a full glass in like a week, which still meant like 10 to 15 cups of coffee a day. Um, which uh, like I genuinely grew addicted because at some point I was like, no, this cannot go on, right? Like it could go on financially, but like my heart was gonna blow up eventually if I kept going. So I went cold turkey and just completely stopped drinking it. Um, and I woke up one morning or the morning after I decided to stop drinking it, coffee at all coffee together, with this pounding headache, because I hadn't had my coffee. And it just got worse and worse, and I got really agitated, and I was in a really bad mood for like 2.5 weeks before it finally started, sort of, before I finally got out of withdrawal. So, I mean, I have beaten addiction once, I suppose. um, but I still have a lot of it left, because, like, when I left Germany, I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to be able to buy it. Um, the company is called Beanies, if you're interested. Let's just do a small advertisement for them. Beanies flavored coffee cookie dough. There's only about 50 grams in each glass, but Jesus Christ, this stuff is good. And we're just gonna get myself a good glass of that now. Wait, do I not have an open one? Do I only... Am I about to open another bottle of this? No. Oh, well, I suppose I will then. Well, I suppose we'll drink this glass within the week then. Because this is the real good coffee, the good sheet. Oh, it's been so long since I've had this. And like the smell of it even, it's intoxicating. Ah, you have no idea how good this stuff is. It is so good. And like if you pour in a little bit of cream, it just becomes this mixture for the gods. Do I have any cream left? Uh, what date do we have today? Let's see if this one is still good. I'm not by the computer right now, anyway, by the way. I'm assuming that everything is in order. So if I'm not reading chat right now, it's just because I'm making coffee in my kitchen. Alright, the cream is still good. Smells good, tastes alright. Come to daddy coffee. Oh. Alright. Cream in the fridge. Alright, coffee done. Pardon? Alright, well, give me a second. How did you do that, Kiwi? Right with the smaller chat. Give me a second, I'm just gonna catch up with chat here. Kinda weird looking, not gonna lie. How much would I rate the coffee out of 10? So good. So good. Oh, this is what freedom tastes like. I swear if I didn't know any better. Alright, see you later, Fading Faders, guys. Thank you for the donation and checking in. I really do appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, yeah? Alright, gaming guys, see you later. Have a wonderful day. Wait, what does that mean? Give me a second. Ah. What does this look like without shaders? I wonder. Oh yeah, right. Of course, a 10 out of 10. I completely forgot to rate it when I tasted it. It is so good. I wonder if the coffee's even, like, is it fair trade and stuff? I wonder. Because if it's not, then it definitely doesn't taste like freedom. Well, it's manufactured in the UK, but that doesn't mean... it's probably not good coffee to buy. It's probably not a good company to support, but damn, does it taste good. Yeah, coffee's good. Though, remember, if you're 22 or less, coffee actually stints growth. So unless you're as tall as you want to be, don't drink coffee. Or at least I heard that once. I'm not sure that's actually true now that I think about it. Why would it be true? Hmm. Yeah, you probably shouldn't drink coffee unless you need it, and let's be honest, you don't need it. Um, I drink coffee for the taste and not for the caffeine. But then again, I wouldn't consider buying caffeine-less coffee, but that's because I've tried some caffeine-less coffee and you can taste there's no caffeine in it. I think it's sort of like buying some lights, some like a Coke Zero or something like that. It just tastes slightly wrong. Even though it's still good, it's just slightly wrong. Alright, JC. Much love back, man. Have a wonderful night. Sleep well and all that, man. Alright, let's... Oh! I forgot I was staring at a cat. Let's, Light of doing fine? Yeah. Let's check how much redstone we have acquired in our brief AFK session here. Decent amount there. We should probably have started over here since it's... We're also just going to be grabbing the gunpowder, because, I mean, we're likely going to need more TNT. So, just a bit of gunpowder is going to make absolute wonders. I don't know how many redstone blocks we have. I should try and gain aura. What sort of aura are we going for? Oh no, we could acquire some aura if you guys insist, but I don't know. I don't necessarily know what aura consists of for you younger generations. What would be considered an aura move? Well, I wouldn't say I'm the best, but nah, just kidding. Now, I'm not the best by a long shot, but I am pretty pleased with what I have been doing. There's a lot of people who have done a lot nicer and a lot cooler stuff than I have. Nah, I think we'll suppress the aura a bit. There's a lot of people who have made more amazing worlds out there. I think my world is pretty good. And I'm really proud of my work so far. But as far as talent, I don't have much. I have a bunch of experience, but next to no talent. If most of you guys tried, I'm sure you could top my bills in no time. making making most of the builds that I have. Most of the time I have a pretty clear vision, just not the skills to actually execute it exactly as I want. Why is that, Saucil? You're a solid part of the community now, so why look back? You're a solid and cherished member of my community. Oh, you do? What was it called? There is one account out there, or one viewer. And I'm not saying all of you matter more to me than he does, but he was the first one to consistently watch some of my videos. Which I have always sort of hoped that he was going to join back in at some point. No. You guys have never seen him. No. He was called Bad Boy Winnow. I'm pretty sure. No. He's way older. He's from 2 hardcore worlds back. Aaron, like on this YouTube channel, I've had 3 hardcore worlds. One that was a skyblock version of regular Minecraft, so I just like acquired the stuff for a skyblock, built way up, and started. 2, a world where I found this super amazing seed where we were on top of a mountain that was pretty like a weird erect mountain that just came right out of the water. It was like 100 blocks tall. It was super cool. I died to fall damage there. I also died to fall damage in the skyblock, by the way. And then this world. He joined in the first one. And he was the first guy who consistently watched my videos for like 2 weeks in a row, and I haven't heard from him since. Yeah. There's something about your first, you never quite forget it. I think that goes with everything. Your first kiss, your first PG-13, your first love, your first all that sort of stuff, and in this case also apparently your first viewer, your first consistent viewer, which really sort of blew my mind. That he was interested and he came back for 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, that's true. Had it not been for him, you guys might not have been around. Oh my god. Imagine. So it's sort of, I don't know, he holds a special place in my heart for being the first. Really? Huh. I'm actually pretty happy with how everything has turned out. Like having a chat that is like when I watch streamers like Tyler One and Asmon Gold, right? I kind of like those two. Sometimes I like some of Asmon Gold's views, and Tyler One is always just super fun to watch, right? But I have no idea how he keeps up with chat. Like my brain would combust into flames if I were to try and follow that. Like I try to follow it Like sometimes I'll write in one of the chats, and sometimes somebody will respond, and I will respond to their message, and then I will just like struggle to like just find that one guy. Um, but yeah, nah, that's and you stumble across my stream randomly. Well, I mean, sometimes the algorithm gives me the best kind of viewers. Mm. Well, I mean, I can keep up with this chat for sure, like no issue there. It's more the especially when we're doing this, just being FK, I can easily keep up. But when we sort of like the few times where we've had like 20 viewers in here or whatever, something like that, and there's like a lot going on in chat, I do struggle to keep up. So I actually really do appreciate like these slower times where we're just like where I have 5 to 6 people and they're just like sort of chilling in the chat. It's easy to keep up with, and I quite enjoy it. Can I manage chat with 61 people even while not playing? I don't know. I've never tried. Hey, is Meltdown in here? Hey, Meltdown, welcome. I've never tried, to be honest. So I mean, if we eventually get there, we'll deal with it. But until then, we'll just assume that I can't. How about that? Well, yeah, you're true. Well, hold on. I was drinking my cup of coffee, right? And I'm just saying, this cup of coffee. Oh wait, wait. I can do this in Sumer language or Gen Alpha or whatever you call it. This coffee is bussin' for real, for real. On God, no cap. How about that, huh? I've been studying up on this stuff, right? This coffee is too good, man. I'm just in a really good mood. Plus, I'm still sort of sick, so I mean, I guess my brain is a little bit rattled. But you gotta admit, I was pulling that stuff off, man. I was going off aura farming for all the monies. This fogey got moves. Yeah, I don't know, man. I should get more acquainted with this sort of language, shouldn't I? I mean, look, it's kind of important to try to relate to your audience, isn't it? And some of you do fall into the category that sort of language would appeal to, right? At least the age group. So therefore, I have to. Hey, Mono, it's been a while. Welcome back. One more try, Salsa. You got it. No, one more try. Are you still Salsa's version of Meltdown? Really? There we go, it's also victory! Oh, oh. I should really, At some point we're gonna make a perimeter just for this. For this to, like, function better. How much redstone do we have now? Whee! That's not a lot of redstone. Oh, it's getting better, but... Did Mono get a power-up? Huh? Whee. You need a bragging channel in the Discord. What do you want to brag about, Meltdown? Legit anything? Hmm. 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 Alright, hold up. Do I have anything that I... There we go. There's now a bragging channel in the Discord. The new crown thing, that is how did I describe it last time? It was pretty good. I said that the crown thing is sort of a... It is a stream specific, so it is from every stream. That where someone is crowned the biggest fan or the one who has gathered the most experience in the chat, right? Now, the way that YouTube defines experience, and it's sort of it's a experimental feature from YouTube. The way they define experience is by donating, sending a bunch of messages. Wait, I can just read it aloud. Give me a second. So what it says here, it's called biggest fan and XP, and then it says what is the rank. It is a place where fans can Um, it is a place where fans can heighten themselves. The best free get special badges in live chat, uh, which is reset after every stream, so you can always try again. How do you get on the biggest fang thing? You collect experience points or XP. This is how you do it. Send live chats, send super chats, or super stickers. Oops. So, in order to get like first and second place, you have to really build up a bunch of stuff. The underwater temple. Well, Kiwi, you do remember that particular message actually inspired the entire Atlantean storyline, entire plot line of the Atlantean kingdom. So eventually, I'll get to it, but it's gonna be a wee while. Yeah, it's gonna be a wee while. We have to finish up the Kraken, and afterwards, I think I want to work on either the Ice Kingdom or the Dwarven Kingdom. I'm not sure which. But after we built the Kraken, I think I'm going to be pretty much done with water for a while. So I think there's going to be... How about this? Right? How about this? We built the the Kraken. We make either the ice town or the Dwarven Kingdom. And when I say ice town, I mean icy town, Viking style, mixed fantasy. Of course, they also need a guardian, so like we're either for the dwarves, I have settled on Fenris or sort of a wolf-like structure. Wolf-like guardian that's gonna be protecting the either a wolf or a big goat, like a ram. Like it's gonna be one of those, maybe both. I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be sort of a dual thing in the Dwarven Kingdom. I'm not sure. Because I thought of some interesting lore for that, but it's I'll get to that once we build the town. Or we're going to be building the Viking Snow Ice Village, which is going to be heavy on the sort of ice, and we're going to be making a massive ice giant for it. Can I make a boxling cave? What is a boxling cave? Yeah, meltdown. So, as I said, we have a bunch of lore for the world. Each nation / kingdom / major town is going to have its own guardian. And I sort of thought about what would look good for a Dwarven kingdom. Now, the thing about kingdoms is that I also have to make a crest for each kingdom. Now, I thought about what is traditionally like Dwarven, and instantly a ram, like a goat thing with big horns, swirly horns, popped into my mind, and that would look really cool. But it doesn't quite feel like a guardian, that feels more like a protector. So I was like, okay, there also needs to be like an offensive guardian for the dwarves. So I've sort of thought about doing this duality. These two clans within the same Dwarven Kingdom town. One is the Ram clan and one is the Wolf clan, and each have their own guardian, which I think would make a really cool. That would also allow me to do different things, where I could make the Wolf clan a lot more aggressive, a lot more edgy, and then that's sort of the warrior clan, and then we have the Ram clan, which is going to be sort of more the engineers, the everyday people, the rune crafting and that sort of stuff. I think would be a lot more in line with sort of a big magical ram. And then with the wolf, we have the fangs, the claws, the big shields, the crests on their shields, and sort of all that stuff, which I think would be really, really cool. just a cave, but with a lot of coal blocks. With a lot of coal blocks. We could do that. I could probably do that in the Dwarven Kingdom if you want. Like make a treasure room where we have like maybe a room dedicated to each ore, where we have like a room filled with gold, a room filled with diamonds, a room filled with emeralds, and a room filled with coal. So I could probably make a boxing cave. Is Dro tripping? Why? Pardon? Huh? Well, you just missed some amazing lore, Kiwi. And I'll go over it shortly again just for you, man. So like we're either going to be doing the icy Viking kingdom next after the Kraken, or we're going to be doing the Dwarven kingdom. I have a very clear idea of how the icy Viking kingdom is going to be, and I have a super cool concept for the Dwarven kingdom. I just haven't quite figured out style, color palette, and all that yet. But if we do go with the Dwarven kingdom after the Kraken, I think my current plan is the concept is that it's not going to have one guardian. It's actually going to have two. It's going to have like a wolf, a Fenry, so to speak, right, which is going to resemble the warrior clan within this kingdom here. And there's going to be a ram, like a big goat, you know, with the swirly horns, resembling sort of the everyday class, right? Most of the Dwarven Kingdom's military is from the Wolf clan. There are also a few from the Ram clan, but most of them are for the Wolf clan. And most of the engineers, rune crafters, and all that sort of stuff is from the Ram clan, which means I'm going to be able to do this duality in the village where we have the Wolf clan with its big wolven crest and the Ram clan with its big ram crest. Where I can focus on making edgy, dark, sort of rough neighborhoods or clan area section inside of the city. And then in the Ram clan, that's going to primarily be working with rune crafting and engineering. I can go with sort of more magical steampunk feel to the town. And I think I can sort of like almost carve a rift between those two, so it looks like they're almost at war, but they're still underneath the same king. And I could probably make some lore saying that the new king and the new queen, whenever they need a new one of those, needs to be from each clan to keep everything safe, right? And then we could probably do some civil war stuff and all sorts of cool stuff within this Dwarven kingdom. If we decide to go with the Viking ice village, we're gonna have like these huge longhouses, towers all around, and we're gonna need to make major walls around the town. Have these ice spikes and ice mountains sort of carve its way through the entire area, and I'm gonna make it an area where it looks like a meteor sort of struck close to, or maybe that's going to be where the entire village is built, inside of this massive crater. Or alternatively, the massive crater is still going to be within the village, and then we're going to have the guardian either standing in it or sort of laying inside of the crater, just having a good time, because then it's going to look like he came from outer space and just sort of crashed there. In that particular, that he was the meteor. That's sort of the ideas that I'm working on with those two. So it's sort of, there's a lot of things to consider when doing this sort of stuff. I'm not sure, and it's gonna be like, or I'm gonna move the guardian outside of the city, because I think like a massive ice giant, he wouldn't necessarily be gentle, especially if it's the ice giant that the Vikings or the barbarian Vikings sort of esque people worship. He probably wouldn't be necessarily very nice. And I still have yet to decide what sort of guardian we're gonna do for the elven slash phase. I thought about sort of doing a centaur, but I really don't think I can make a centaur. I don't think I have the chops for it. Maybe by the time that we actually get around to making it, but it's gonna be a wee while before we get there. Or I could sort of go for an Ent, which would also be really, really cool. But I think Ents would be more like a regular thing inside of the Elven Forest. Yeah, I really like the way that the concept for the I'm not very good at making steampunk. I think yeah, steampunk is sort of a rough, and I think it's gonna be difficult making a dwarven city because I can't make it too dark because it's all in a cave. All right, Herobine, have an absolutely wonderful day, man. And thank you so much for joining. And again, thank you for becoming a member. As the first member, you have it means a lot. You took my first membership. That's that means you're always gonna stay right here. Have a wonderful day, yeah? But shh, let's take a look at how much redstone. That's a lot of birds. How much redstone we have? That's a pretty decent amount of redstone. Ow. I might just do this. That's a pretty decent amount of redstone. Not gonna lie, the birds are sort of bugging me. Get on here, get over here. Overgrown pigeon. That's a pretty decent amount, but I'm not quite sure I'm happy with it. Wait, hold on. Oh, what? Meltdown? Imagine Sermo using me to slice my feet. Pardon? What? What are you on about? Yeah, you sort of did. That's awfully graphic. No, don't repeat it. That's awfully graphic, man. Alright, so we have a bit of redstone blocks now, which is... Like, I kind of want to gather pretty much all of the redstone. I know we have quite a bit... Quite a bit of redstone at home. But I still need to make, like, a shulker box, or... Well, only half a shulker box of sticky pistons. A lot of observers and a lot of pistons. Instone brick slab, we have that. Detector rails for sure. Dead coral tube fan. I might have to go farm that. Iron bars, we can for sure make it. Anvils, for sure. White concrete, I'm pretty sure we have that. We have the honey for sure. Light gray glazed terracotta. That's difficult to say. What the hell? I might have to go mine out some of that stuff. But we'll see. What's up, Meltdown? But how have you been, Meltdown? Like, for real for a second. It's been a wee while since you've been in here. Has everything been alright? No cab. Give me the deeds. On God. For real, I want to know. What's been buzzing? Alright. With what, if I may ask? You don't need to share if you don't wanna, but... You got a Switch 2 with Mario Kart? Nice. I have a Switch. I haven't used it in forever though. I pretty much exclusively use it to buy all the new Pokemon games when they come out, and then I complete them. But to be fair, I really dislike Nintendo, so it's sort of difficult because I really love Pokemon, but I hate Nintendo, so. I know, it's just like Pokemon is absolutely amazing, don't get me wrong. But the quality of Pokemon games are absolute garbage. and I primarily think that's because there are no competition on it, right? No one is competing with Nintendo, forcing them to get better. They just, like Pal World almost did, and they shut down that real quick, right? Which just really sucks, because I think Pal World were objectively a better game. Rocket League is lame. I don't know. I think it's Rocket League can be pretty cool. I personally don't really like those sort of games, but They are pretty cool, I think. I don't like playing them, but I can see the appeal for sure. But it's not the sort of competitive games that I enjoy. Oh my god, I crave another cup of coffee. I crave it so bad, you have no idea. I shouldn't though. Like one cup of coffee and I'm already addicted to that bullshit. It's bad. I'll make a deal with you guys. I'll only drink that coffee, that particular brand of coffee, whenever somebody donates. And considering I got my first donation today, I'll probably never. There is probably going to be a wee while before somebody before I get more of that coffee. That is the plan. That is actually perfect. Then I can look forward to somebody. Surely not. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's all right. He's entitled to his opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinions, right? As long as it's not something radical like being a Nazi. I took that way out there, but... We're almost at the 2-hour mark, which I promised I would end the stream by today, otherwise I really don't want to push this, considering I still have a fever. I should still start over here. Alright, let's just see if we can't craft the necessary observers and stuff now. Pistons, observers, and sticky pistons. So we don't have to... that's going to be the last thing we do today. Not a particularly eventful, but definitely required stream. So we'll shove all of this in here for now. All of the gunpowder over here. We're also going to need to get a lot of gunpowder soon in order to like refill our rocket chest. Alright, so in order to make pistons, we need a bunch of cobblestone. I don't have a bunch of cobblestone. Do I have a bunch of cobblestone over here? I wonder. We might make a dedicated cobblestone generator. Because I feel like for some reason that this is a lot slower than the one I usually use. we'll check out how many pistons this is able to make us. We need to make about an inventory's worth of regular pistons. We're gonna need a bunch of wood for that too. Just grab that wood. Let's tackle that. And then we'll start creating some pistons. Didn't I bring full stack of the redwood? No, I didn't grab it. Oh, now we did. That should get us a couple more stacks. Now we're already out of the... That didn't get us very far. I'll just fly into the chamber. I don't hate you, Meltdown, at all. Nah. Oh. Why is that not getting pushed? Oh, something's broken there for sure. Pretty sure there's supposed to be lava somewhere around here. Oh. You threaten me? Pardon? No, I don't think there's anyone I care about all of you. I don't think there's a single person in chat I don't like, so... Trust me, I'm blunt enough to tell you if you're being a pain in the ass. We're out of... Let's actually just bring 2 shulkers along. Because we are out of wood. And we'll fill one of them up with wood, and we'll fill one of them up with Stone. Does any of these have all the way up here? Oh, this one does. Oh, in that case we'll empty that one out first. Perfect. Oh. We'll jump over here. Grab all the cobblestone. Fill that in here. Grab that. This. 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 And fill up our inventory again. Oops. Ah, right. Oh, we can part 2 wall planks. We're gonna need more iron for this. More wood, more stone, and more iron. Why can I not make... Ah, I'm missing wood. There we go. Now we're out of redstone and wood. Just keep this. Grab 2. Chuck that over there. Oh, we're out of iron. Let's just run over with the pistons that we have now. Should be enough to fill a shulker, almost. How much do we need? 1 1/3 shulker of that. Oh, we've also run out of cobblestone, really. Redstone. That's what we're missing. So I need to find more cobblestone, a lot more cobblestone, because we also need that for the sticky and the sticky pistons and the other stuff. Oh, I do have a little bit more here. I need that line completely filled out though. Let's just grab this here. Actually, let's bring a couple along. So we can really like grind out some cobblestone. Like 5,000 cobblestone should be enough. For this to for us to complete the rest. Yeah, I have no idea what that means, Kiwi, but good on you, I suppose. Well, I mean, not to let you down, but you're first gonna make me start hating you, and then you can start making me hate you more and more, but you're still quite far from being hated. You're actually still kinda super liked, so, you got your work cut out for you. Well, I'm sure you could, but you have yet to be that, so I mean... Yeah, same, but... If I just move that over here, I don't have to think too much about it. There we go. 200 XP. Huh? Pardon? The bot actually has a little bit of XP. Yeah, you're 100 XP off being tied with Faded today. I suppose. Alright, there's almost one shulker filled. That's one shulker. Funny on my side, right? I see that I have 4 viewers, the chat rate is 4, and I had 44 views. The perfect ratio, at least. Well, I mean, it could be 6, 6, 6, 6, but I wonder why nothing is going into these chests here. Some is. Where does it end up then? It doesn't go in there. This one is just full, but oh. What? What? I don't understand. Oh, no. We want those in, that's 2 shulkers. And that would be free. I was thinking the same thing, Kiwi. I was thinking the same thing. And sorry, that must have been loud. Alright. Let's commit to making a few more of these guys. Alright, let's see how far that gets us. Is that enough pistons? That is enough pistons. Wonderful. Alright, now we're gonna find all our observers. Chuck S. I actually want to turn that around. Like this, and then chuck all of the observers we have in here. So how much more do I need? 20 more stacks of observers. Jesus. Do I even have enough for this? Really? Oh no. Servers are ridiculously expensive. I didn't expect it to be this many observers. Not gonna lie. Oh, we're gonna get all of it back, but still, Jesus Christ. No way, I'm out of, oh no. Oh no. Alright, see you later, Saul. Have a wonderful day, yeah? Am I still really missing that many observers? 11 more stacks. Ugh. That's ridiculous. Let's get an empty shulker. $11 more stacks, so that needs to... I need to fill up until here. Okay, so we are pretty rough on the quartz. The only thing I can really hope for here is that I have a bunch of unused quartz at the bartering machine. Because I'm not gonna... Please? Please? No. Shit. Okay, having a minor breakdown here. Don't worry. What are these chests? Are they just chests that hang around? Okay. I suppose we'll... clear out our inventory as much as I can. As I'm willing to anyways. There we go. Then we're gonna take all of this. Go over here, press that. I guess I'll go up here. Hello, my dear piglins. Press. And then we'll continue making a bunch of gold. Welcome back, Pickle. How are you? Did you get your tea alright? I actually kind of like being able to do that, so let's just check out whenever we fill up here. Alright. I mean, gold is not really the issue, though. Like, the bartering farm doesn't have that many hicklins in it, which I kind of regret now. I should not have settled when I made it. Actually, let's go up with this. Let's just grab out all the remaining gold in these. They really are busy in there, eh? Wonder what's in the... Nothing is in these. Ah. Oh, we have a bunch of soul speed, a little bit of bricks, a bunch of potions, water bottles, soul speed, okay. If we ever want soul speed, I mean, we can get a bunch of that, it would seem. Why is that? This is not filled up in that house. Oh. And nuggets. Night. Oh, right. String. Why do I have a string dedicated? Oh well. Leather, pretty good. A little bit of other stuff made it in there. Okay, that's none, none, none. Eh, we're not getting that much, I see. Okay, a lot of other stuff is making it in there, but it's fine. Soul sand, soul sand. A little bit of gravel, gravel, gravel. Good. A lot of gravel. Blackstone. None. A little bit. A little bit. So a little bit of gold is going to waste by being dropped out here. Which is okay. I can live with that. Where's all this going? Why is it going down there? Alright, it's going into this one down here. Can I... No, I can't reach that from there. I can for sure reach it from down here. Right? No? No, I can't. Oh. It's a pretty cool setup, not gonna lie, I think. But you look at all those items. We... We need a lot of gold. Sorry, I need quartz for this to work, so need at least 11 stacks. So we're gonna need it to come down to about here before we have enough quartz for the rest of this. Be right back. I'm just gonna go to the toilet. Do I dare to? Oh, if I go up here, surely there's nothing that can hurt me. There shouldn't be anywhere where... I suppose a gas could spawn over there, but... I'm gonna put on my chest plate. Stand right here. Actually, stand right in here. Alright, I'll be right back. Aha! I was safe. Wonderful. I should own Pickle as my pet? Pardon? Ah, no elytra. Oh, that we also need to repair it kind of soon. Still plenty of gold in that. Good. Mm. Not sure it's quite appropriate, must admit, to time him out for it. Just I kinda get what you're coming at. So like, don't encourage people to be pets. That seems kinda inappropriate. Meltdown. Just let me address it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's sort of inappropriate. So no, it doesn't. It doesn't change my mind. We should be able to address things before going to things such as timing out and banning. You know, there are certain things that are, of course, out of line, but we'll keep that sort of under it. Did I just hear gas somewhere? Let's see, we didn't hear nothing. Come on, guys, give me more good loot, please. I want to see you drop more quartz, because that's what I really need here. Come on. Come on, I want to see a lot of quartz thrown up. Come on, you can do it. That was no quartz. I guess there's a language barrier. Come on, boys, you can do it. You can do it. Show me quartz. That was ender pearls and fire charges. We can't use those. No, not those either. Yeah, there we go. We wanted though. Whoever threw it on the left, you're good. Keep doing that. No, not water bottles. Quartz. Yeah, I saw some quartz. Good job. Just gotta make sure that there's no gold in that. I see no gold. Good. Nah, then I have to like recapture a bunch of these guys, and I really don't want to. Though I might at some point try and get more. Because we're not quite capped out on the amount we can have in there. I think we have like 13 or something like that. And we can have 24. I think even if we like put in one of those I can't remember what the ow. I can't remember what they're standing on. But like we could probably even like put in one of those warped things. Because then we could go above the cap, but then again, I'm not sure that would work. Because then they would be able to get out. It wouldn't be too difficult getting a few more in there. We would just have to remove that glass there. Make a bridge over it, and I see we still have some in there. At some point, I'm gonna make this more efficient. Probably when we start building the Kraken, because I'm gonna need an absolutely donkulous amount of black stone, and we don't have that. Right now I just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks more. Six stacks more of quartz. There should still be plenty of gold in the machine. Right. Hasn't even started using the you see 1900 observers. That's gonna require 1900 quartz. Gas cries? That has to be below me, right? I suppose a pillar could technically spawn a ghast. Be gone. Oh, oh wait, did you guys know that in Java there's a Enderman hack? Right, look, if you look him in the eyes, he can't move. That's a pretty useful hack, isn't it? Well, I mean... Oh no, stop right there, stop right there. Oh. Stop right there. Nope, 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 nope. Let me hit you, damn it. Huh, alright, fine. Fine. Well, I mean... I don't know the level of your knowledge. I know there's a lot of people who didn't know it, but not necessarily anyone in this chat. Still plenty of gold. No, I'm calling you not academically inclined. How about that? Does that make you feel better? No, I'm not saying you have one brain cell. I'm saying you have 3 combined brain cells, and they're all competing for the first place. All 4 of you. Just kidding, just kidding. And Pickle has at least 3 of those. I don't know, man. I'm tired. I'm sick. I only should have streamed for 2 hours, but now I'm almost at 3, and I kind of want to gather up at least a quartz so I don't have to do that tomorrow. Ow. That's almost 9 stacks. Come on, we can get the last remaining ones. also have to move all of these back. Kinda does, kinda does. Alright, 8.5. No, I'm sure you can. I'm sure there are the others can relate to. 9 3/4. Let's go. Alright, I actually have. Okay, so once that is full, I will turn off the machine and go through one more cycle just to make sure that all the coal has been spent. I don't want to waste a bunch of gold, right? So. Okay, show me some quartz. No quartz there, come on. I thought I saw some quartz there, maybe. No, that was string. Quartz, good job. No quartz. No quartz. No quartz. What's up, Pickle? Sorry. What's up, man? You also found out today when you were traveling that Malaysia wasn't a fully Muslim country. Yeah. What's up, Meltdown? I kind of knew that. Why did you think it was fully Muslim? You just learned that everyone on Nah, I have plenty left. It's just you guys. It's just you guys. And I go as far as to say that you Meltdown, you have three brain cells all on your own. They're all fighting for fourth place though, so I'm not sure they're worth much. Wait. One could say you're as sharp as a maple. Oh my god. Oh, why is there a piece of gold there? Excuse you. Yeah, he means me. Alright, I've forgotten to look. How many do we have? Ah, we have plenty. I can just stop it now. Okay. There you go. So we're gonna go through 1 gold. Yeah, I'll have brain. uh, the Kiwi, that comment reminded me of that, you know, that meme where it's like, uh, it's usually used in regards to like pay, where it's like, I'm getting, let's say, 20 bucks an hour. You're getting 20 bucks an hour. I'm getting 15. And then another guy goes like, well, I'm only getting 10. And then there's this, what's the actor called? I can't remember. But he looks over at the 3 others, kind of shocked, and he goes like, you guys are getting paid? That comment sort of really reminded me of that. Yeah, you're all getting paid. I really like that meme. I don't think there's any left within those guys. Good stuff. Now I just have to sort what I just picked up. So string and a little bit of blackstone. Alright, now we'll grab we'll grab the redstone for sure. Oh, wait. I need to fit this in my inventory. That's beard. Wait, hold on. Aha, instant fix. Are there more quartz in this? No. Can I fit the stone? Most of it. Fine. Since we have next to no rockets, we're gonna have to run a little bit of this way here. Because I just wanna like put away all the shulker boxes into the gold farm. Yep. It was actually supposed to go in. Oh well, doesn't matter. And we'll go unload the quartz, and then we'll repair our elytra real quick, and then we're gonna call it a day because I just don't want to end on an almost broken elytra. Because I'm for sure not gonna remember that tomorrow. I mean, I find some of them kind of funny, not gonna lie. Oh, why do I even want to unload them? I can just like, bring it along. There you go. Let's get the rockets first. Pickles are damn good. Pickles are really good. Well, at least a pickled cucumber. Fun fact. Alright, I'm ready for a fun fact. You used to eat pickles, but now you're allergic to them? Really? Yeah, neither. That sounds dumb. Or sounds weird, rather. Alright. Come on, Guardians. I need my elytra repaired. There you go. And fully repaired. Nice. You like it fast? Hmm. Well, I'll end the stream on this comment then, and you can think about it afterwards. Either you finish first or you lose, right? So, have a good one with that knowledge. Uh, Cheerio, and Joe out. Have a good one, guys.